Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of North London Is with myself, Pete, and my co-host, wearing whatever that is, wearing toilet roll. We got that on for, mate.
Well, it's just such a great weekend. I thought it'd be rude not to.
Is it comic relief?
No. This is the look for the future, mate. That's what it is.
Oh. So today's show, we are going to review the pre-season games, just the last round of pre-season that went on this weekend. And we will look forward to the opening games of the Premier League season for both clubs. Evening, Chris. How you doing, mate? You all right? We got one in. Wee. So all Spurs fans turn up. No Gooners turn up yet, I might add. Yeah. Have they made up another COVID case, have they? So they can't turn up.
I don't think that was legitimate within the rules.
Yeah, paid off for you, innit? And then the day you're supposed to turn up, you still didn't either.
Oh, yeah. We're better off playing with COVID, I think.
Yeah, or that one COVID case. So despite many of them giving it large on Twitter, none of them turn up. Shock.
Don't worry, they're just waiting. They'll be in their masses.
All right, yeah.
Sort you years right out.
Okay, yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. So I think I'll go first because I want to get mine out of the way. To be honest, Saturday's game against Roma. Oh my god, that was painful.
That good, was it?
Did you watch it?
No, I see some highlights. That's it. All 10 seconds of it.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I wish I only watched 10 seconds of it. I've got it. I'm not subscribing to that Spurs play. Like, I don't know. Have you got that Arsenal? Something similar?
What's that, mate?
Spurs play, like a channel where you pay to subscribe and then watch all from Arsenal. All their
probably
games and stuff.
Yeah, if you went onto their website, I imagine you could get something. I think there was like the old Emirates Cup game. They were selling to watch it.
Yeah, how much was that?
Couldn't tell you. $4.99, something like that.
Well, Spurs charge, I think, £45 a year for their sort of service behind the scenes. Yeah. If you ever want to hear about that, which no one really does. But yeah, for 45 quid, I think I'd rather subscribe to Gemma Collins' OnlyFans than pay £45 for that. But the game, as I said the last show, there was no way Mourinho was going to lose that game. It was no way he was set out to lose that game. But to be honest, I don't think we even bothered trying to win it. We were dreadful. No shots on target at all in that game. People moan about a penalty. To be honest, my stream was crap, so it kept freezing. Then I think the commentary was dire. He was like really slow. It was like Geezer's first commentating gig, I think. It was a painful watch. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I was listening to Hawksby and Jacobs today, and Paul Hawksby said, "You played all right." He said it was a bit of a run out, a bit of a fitness thing. He said Richarlison had a good game. He said a few of the new lads looked a bit up to it.
I think Longley looked okay. He came out and did all right out of it. But other than that, I didn't see anything. I saw more that worries me than what pleases me, to be honest. I didn't see anything that pleases me, apart from maybe Longley. You think, okay, he's a better player than maybe he looks a better player than I thought he was. And he's definitely ahead of Davies or Dyer, that's for sure. But same fragilities, Eric Dyer in the air. No creativity at all. No creativity at all. It was awful. Poor pony fullbacks will. Perisic was okay. Doherty was okay, but then half time you're bringing on Royal.
I did see what was our.
There's nothing royal about him.
Perisic, was he?
What's that?
A few Conte was not happy with Perisic, was he?
Was he not? I didn't see that. I'm not going to lie.
I see a few comments where he said he's nowhere near the standard. Hello, Giuseppe. He said he's nowhere near the standard he was at Inter. He needs to sort of step it up a little bit.
Well, he's only fucking played. That's his first start.
Well, yeah, it seemed odd.
Seemed a bit odd.
Sort of try and put it on him, and then what else was he said? Yeah, he was sort of saying he needs to step it up a little bit. He was nowhere near the quality he was at Inter.
Well, because he's not surrounded by the quality, was it, Inter either, to be honest?
And
Fucking hell.
he was saying he needs more from him.
Well, to be honest, that game, I mean, we hear a lot, I've heard a lot, oh, it's pre-season, what we're stressing about, and it's all about minutes in the tank. But the worrying thing for me is we still ain't really fully integrated these players into the team. And it's the same football I saw for pre-season so far and the rest and a lot of the games last season. So you're like, okay, these problems are still here. And you think you use pre-season to get them in and iron them out. So then, okay, next season you ain't got these problems.
Yeah.
Not us. We've still got the same fucking problems. And they're becoming more and more evident. We've still got 4 weeks left of the window, which is what you also hear fans saying, oh, what are you worrying for? But 4 weeks then becomes 2 weeks, then becomes 1 week before you know it's deadline day. And we're like, well, what's going on?
Yeah, what would worry me as well is pre-season, it's all about getting minutes in the tank. But when you're getting a week before, you want to start seeing your first team play and you want to start seeing some
patterns of play, some real like, okay, I don't care about the result, it's performances for me. I want to see a performance and didn't see it at all. I saw what we've seen already. And pre-season for us, to be honest, has been pretty shit. I mean, we had that nuts game with the K-League, which is basically like a playground game.
Yeah.
That was a mixture of the whole Korean league against us.
The old All-Stars.
We had Seville, which was another ball fest.
Yeah, Seville couldn't they play when you played?
I can't remember. I didn't watch it. I think it was when I was working. And then we had Rangers. Again, we weren't really great in that. We were good for periods, but not really. Didn't really tear them to shreds. And then we got now this game. So it's quite. Normally have like 7 pre-season games, but this year's been quite not many.
Yeah, for someone.
But I see nothing. Nothing that you can say. Okay, that's been worked on the training pitch, and it's sort of bearing a bit of fruit. Obviously, you've got the season to go yet, but there was nothing at all that says, okay, I can see what he's been working on pre-season. Excuse me, phone's going bananas.
Yeah, it seems odd that it's the first sort of time all the new players have been playing first game. I don't know why it would be.
Yeah, and that's the worry as well.
Why they just started to play now, as in starting the game. I get coming off, but surely they should be starting. That would worry me.
What's Chris saying? For me, these games are an opportunity to give Divine some minutes. Looked good for him. Need to see what he can offer. Yeah, I agree, Chris. That's if you ain't given minutes in games in the season, which we probably won't. Why not put him in there and see something? Why not change the formation a bit and see what it'd be like for him midfield in one game?
What's the midfielder? Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. We had a similar thing when we went to America. Obviously, we got young Charlie Patino played a few times last season, done all right. Sort of talking about him as the next best thing with coming through the academy. Went to America, left him at home because we had like Torreira and.
Well, we've left loads of players at home. We've left Winks and Dombele to sell. So you name it, we've left them all at home. They're not going anywhere.
Well, they want to get rid of them. So that's why. But we know we're going to get rid of Torreira. We're going to get rid of Leno. We're going to get rid of Bellerin. Why are we taking them? You should surely
we took Brian Hill. I mean, I can understand they want to put him in a shop window for a bit, but normally with our players, the more they play, the less valuable they get.
No one's scouting a pre-season game, are they? Let's be honest.
No, but it's Reggie as well. Do you know what I mean? That's potential. Well, he's going to be out the door, apparently. But when? Need to get this ball rolling.
Well, yeah.
We've got to move on. Because at the moment, like I said, you watch Perisic, what he does, then you watch Session when he comes on, you're like, oh, mate, Jesus Christ. It's shocking, the drop-off. But even with Perisic, Kane, Son, nothing. We're really desperate for a creative player in our team. All I keep hearing is Conte don't use him. Conte's never used this and that. It's bollocks. He has played with 3-man midfield. If you give him it, maybe he'll use it, because you can't watch what we've got so far and go, okay, I don't need a creative player, because where's it coming from? It's not coming from anywhere. Like I said, not a shot on target.
Yeah,
Barely threatened Roma.
Well, I see one Tottenham fan on Twitter was saying they would drop Højbjerg for Bentancur. But for me, that's just is that not a bit of a risk getting rid of your? It's all right against the littler teams, but getting rid of a defensive midfielder for someone that's not going to put the hard yards in.
Well, Bentancur, I mean, Højbjerg gets a bit of a gets a lot of grief from fans for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, because he's not Oliver Skip, yet they'll blow the arse out of Skip, who's no better really, because he's homegrown. He's from the academy, so he's automatically better.
Yeah, but Winks not from the academy.
Yeah, I know, but he's crap.
Yeah, well,
and that's what I'm saying. But there was Winks for a while. Now it's Skip, and you're like, but Højbjerg and Skip are very similar. They do similar jobs. Højbjerg's more experienced, but because Skip had a season at Norwich where he ripped it up in the Championship, people automatically think he's better than Højbjerg. That's Spurs fans for you.
Oh yeah. Why have you put that question up? Was it to cover the badge? Can we to lift it a little bit?
Oh, mate.
Is that what you're doing there? Look,
mate, if you want to wear that, feel free. I've noticed you don't come out wearing that. You stick to wear it indoors. Yeah, Giuseppe, you couldn't agree more, mate.
Sometimes I think you need a workhorse sometimes. Someone just going to sit there.
You do. You have to have you can't have 11 like flair players, and you can't have 3 attacking midfielders. You need someone to do the dog work, to sort the nuts and bolts of the team, and then you put the other players around them. But for me, from what I'm seeing, it's worrying stuff, because I think, okay. And a lot of Spurs. Another one I get is I've seen. It's only pre-season. Next weekend it'll be different. Like all of a sudden, the season's here, and we're going to start playing attacking football.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what's preventing us doing it now then?
Yeah.
Conte's told them, right, don't do no attacking. We'll save it all for next week. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Only play at 60%, lads, and we'll hold the rest back and surprise everyone. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And like I said, and a lot of Spurs say, it's overreacting. There's so much this, that, and the other. You think, we've seen this before. We saw this a lot last year. It's a worrying thing for the season, because I think if we don't address these problems this window, I can see the season becoming unravelled at some point, because the football is crap.
Yeah.
If we were outscoring teams and having great games, you can say, okay, when we can't, for example, we can't defend, but we're scoring lots of goals. So, all right, we just need to sort the defence out. But we are defensively, we're still not great, especially at set pieces. We're only good if we actually want to put every man behind the ball. But going forward, unless the team comes at us, once they sit in and go, come on then, you have the ball, you do something with it. We ain't got a clue. We have not got a clue. That's what Mourinho did yesterday. It's happened so many times last season. And the fundamental positions that you need to address to sort that out haven't been addressed.
Yeah, I think, that would be the worry for me, is where, as you say, where you haven't addressed that, where you're going to improve points-wise. You might keep you might keep a few more clean sheets and maybe nick a point here and there. But when you look and you're thinking, Son probably won't hit them goals again. He'll come down slightly. Kane will probably go up slightly, but you're still where you are.
Yeah, we're no better off.
Other than Richarlison, if he comes in and starts getting 10, 15 goals, which I can't see.
He's never done it. He's never scored 10, 15 goals in his life in the Premier League.
Well, yeah, so I can't see.
13 is his maximum, and that's with penalties. He's not going to take penalties for Spurs.
Where's the differential going to come?
Yeah, and where's the variation in terms of you bringing something off the bench? All we've got off the bench is Richarlison, a midfielder, and as Chris put there, we could bring on 2 pony fullbacks in Sessegnon and Royal, which is what we did. I think you got to have more than that. You got to have more than that, surely. Other teams are buying better fullbacks.
Surely Conte's not still, after playing with Royal last year, seeing him, he hasn't. Surely he's been saying, I want something else.
I don't know,
because he was saying about Doherty in the same interview where he was sort of looking at Perisic and saying he needs more of him. He then went on to say Doherty's fucking useless, basically.
I don't mind Doherty. I think he's okay. He's not a world beater by any means, but as a wing back, he's okay. He's much better than Royal. Put it that way.
Yeah, well.
For me, he's the best right wing back we've got at the moment, because you don't know about Spence. Again, Spence can't even get on the pitch.
Yeah, that seems to me. I don't know why I wouldn't give him a go.
Because they didn't want him in the first place. So this
Well,
is
yeah, I get that, but
the club have gone,
yeah,
there you go, you've got to have him. And it
he
dumped on his lap.
he does see him in training, and to be fair, so he obviously knows what's what. But
to for me, that's another red flag, because you've done him a player in a position we need, yet he clearly didn't want that player. So you think,
yeah,
what was the point in that?
Especially if you're struggling in that position, why wouldn't you give him a go? He's young, he's quick.
If you rate him in any way.
Yeah, that seems a bit odd.
Clearly, he doesn't. All right, it's too early to say yet. It's only been one friendly, but in a game like that, you think, well, go on, and I know what he can do, or more importantly, in terms of Royal, what he can't do. I've not seen enough of you yet. Off you go. Why put Royal on? Because you know exactly what you're going to get and not get.
Yeah.
So baffled the life out of me. But that's what we got. We got Doherty and we got Royal. Bear in mind, these are the most important positions in Conte's system and the fullbacks. And that's why another thing I get told, oh, it's always the fullback. Everything comes from the fullback. So like, well, it ain't going to this year. Look at them. Look at them. Do you know what I mean? It's like having a car with no tyres, saying, well, that's going to win the Formula One. No, it ain't. It's got no wheels. Ain't going nowhere.
Might look nice, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So it's got to be sorted out. But when? And people say, oh, don't panic. There's still 4 weeks left of the window. But as I said a minute ago, tomorrow I'll be here before we know it.
But then again,
and I've seen this before.
I'm not saying 4 weeks the end of the window, but if you go and lose your first 2 games,
exactly, the season starts now, not in 4 weeks.
It's no good to anyone, is it?
So by now, for me, we should have had most of what we wanted to get done now, and then the next 4 weeks it's like adding nice to haves if you can get them. Do you know what I mean? Maybe a creative player if we can get one, but we've definitely got the fullbacks in place.
What did make me laugh, and I see they were raving about old Eriksen's performance for Man United. They said he come on and he changed it. He had a really good game.
Well, that doesn't surprise me one bit.
You're calling out for creativity.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me one bit.
So how do you feel around? We're good. I think we're good at fullback. Other than sort of injuries, there's fucking Tomiyasu still not fit. Tierney's still not fit. But I don't know. The system he seemed to be playing at the weekend, he's not really using fullbacks as sort of traditional up and down. He's got a bit of the peps about him. He's sort of, as soon as we're on the ball, the right back and the left back. So Ben White's been playing right back. Obviously Zinchenko. They've been going into the middle and almost sitting alongside Partey as sort of holding midfielders, ready to break up the play, ready to nick the ball if it comes out, carry on attacks going. So we're not really using the fullbacks as what you often find is, if you watch us, is in pre-season, Zinchenko cuts in and sits next to Partey, and then Xhaka will go forward to the left and almost act as that left wing.
He plays midfield for Ukraine, don't he? Zinchenko, don't he play in midfield?
He was a number 10 when Man City signed him, didn't he? But then they put him at left back. And
I'm back a bit, isn't he? Yeah.
For Ukraine, I think he plays everywhere along the midfield, wherever they want to put him, really, basically. But,
yeah, well, so in closing our game, because I want to stop talking about it because it's that depressing.
Yeah.
It was shit. And then not only that, I've got to suffer, obviously, you giving it large, watching you lot tear Seville apart, which I'm sure you'll tell us all about in a minute, just made it even worse. Because I look at what you've done this in so far with your transfers, you sort of fill roles that need to be filled. You're reaping the benefits of that. And I look at what we're doing, we still ain't filled roles that need to be filled, and we're reaping the repercussions of that. I.e., can't create shit, can't break teams down. Worrying stuff.
But for us, we signed 5-6 players. We signed the centre back who went straight on loan to Birmingham. So apparently he had a really good game. The American guy, Austin Austin something.
Austin
Obviously, the
Powers.
goalkeeper will be number 2. He's been playing, but he'd be a number 2. Vieira, we haven't seen him. Turned up, fell over a chair or something, broke his foot, but he's now in training. But obviously, I've not seen any of him at all. But yeah, I think Zinchenko and Jesus are the ones. With Tierney being so unreliable, Zinchenko just comes straight in when he just. If anything, some people argue he's better than Tierney. So.
Well, put it this way, you just bought 2 players, as Chris says, who's used to winning the Premiership, so it can't be bad, can it?
Yeah. Oh, but having Jesus makes a hell of a difference. Ridiculous. He's one of them.
Oh, he got hurt with the national team.
Oh, was it the national team? Was it?
The Portuguese expert said.
So, but yeah, Jesus. Okay, now we making a hell of a
Go on then. Yeah, I know you're dying to talk about it. Fucking, where you go.
Oh, where do we? It could have been anything, honestly.
We'll end the show here, I think.
Yeah, it could have been anything. I was very impressed. Got 6. It could have been 10. If they wanted 10, they'd have got 10. It was all over in the first half. They got 4 in 20 minutes. They just couldn't cope. The press was a joke. They just couldn't cope. Jesus is just a poacher. Something that we haven't had. I think it was his 3rd goal, his hat-trick goal, or his 2nd goal. They're at a corner, comes in, rather than try and get involved. He knows he's only a short player. You watch him, he's sitting there on the byline. He's just waiting for the ball to drop. As soon as it dropped, bang, he was on it. 1 touch, finish. And it was just, we were good, very good. Saliba at the back was rock solid. And so come out second half, we took the foot off the gas really for 10, 15 minutes. And then as soon as we pressed again, as soon as we wanted it again, another goal. They made a few good saves. And what I liked was, I assumed that would be the first 11, the team that started. And they played till 70 minutes, 75 minutes I counted before we had a sub. So he's getting his fitness in, that's what we're going to do. That's going to be your team. But yeah, we were really good. So I like the shape.
I like the shape, to be honest. I think, thing is, I'd like us to go with that now, but we put in Bentancur, Basuma and Højbjerg. That's all our midfielders, because we've only got 3 fit. Yeah. Not counting Winks, who you want to get out the door because Skipper's injured. Oh, then you're looking at the sort of the academy to get something in.
Can you do it on Palace on a Friday night? Sanchez, what a player he was for us.
Would you take him back?
Not now, I don't think. I mean, the only problem with taking someone like that now is like when we was linked with Rashford at the start of the transfer window. You think maybe we could get 2 out of him, but getting someone like him or getting Sanchez in, that's just going to stop Martinelli. That's going to stop Smith Rowe. That's a position gone because you assume Sanchez is going to start above them. Do you want to, for someone in the later on of his career like that, do you want to hold back Martinelli? Do you want to stop his progress? That'd be the worry for that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't take him at Tottenham. I think since he left Man United, since that move, his head got fucked up, and he's never done nothing since. Really,
yeah, he was all right when he done a bit here and there, but he was never
not to the levels that he should be doing. He wanted to go City. City didn't want to pay the money for him, so he thought, I've got to get out of here, so I'll go with Man United. And it's one of them things where if you don't go where your heart's set on, then it never works out, really, does it?
Yeah, I think also for him, he was one of them players that went sort of playing every single game for Arsenal. Then he had a Copa America.
Then he carried you a lot for years.
Yeah, and then he had a World Cup. Then he had the Gold Cup, is it they call it in America? Where the American
running was he? Well, Cheltenham.
Yeah, yeah. I can't remember what they call it now, but yeah. But so he was playing
Maybe Giuseppe or no.
a full season. Then he was playing during the season, at the end of the season with his international team, and it was he was ridiculous. He must have been doing 70 games a year for about 4 years on the trot. I think he just done himself in, to be honest. He wasn't the youngest anyway. What was he, 29 when he left us?
Is he that old? I didn't think old.
Yeah, I think he's got to be well in his 30s now, I thought.
Yeah, it's just a no-go, isn't it? He'll probably go. I think you said about Marseille, wasn't it? I see something about him going Marseille. So is that it? Are you telling me about, or you still want to talk about your game?
Oh, no, we can talk. Eddie, come on. Scored, mate. He's getting ready to get his 15 this season. But no, I'd say there wasn't anything I watched it and there was nothing I thought, that's a bit of a concern. That's a bit of and I'd say it is pre-season. You don't like getting too optimistic, but I'm thinking if we play exactly like that, we'll smash them.
Well, you want to tell some of your fans that, mate? Fucking hell.
Well, yeah, but
you've won the league already, according to some. Arteta ball and all this other crap, and you think, bloody hell.
But that's what I like about Arteta, though. Even after that result, and against the Chelsea result mainly, they've done them for 4-0. We turned around, he was saying, no, I said, it's only pre-season. Relax. So we've not done nothing yet. And that's what I do like about him. He is. You can tell he's not here just to try and get fourth. You know, he wants to actually win things.
I mean, try and get fourth. You ain't fucking got fourth yet.
Oh, that's what I mean. He's not there. He's not there just to make up, get a Champions League spot. He actually wants to do things. He might not do it with us, but he will be.
Maybe he's just try and get a Champions League spot first before he.
We'll get them. But this year,
tries to run there.
This year we'll be flying.
Or better yet, try and get Europa League spot this year. That'd be progress for you, innit?
We'll win that this year.
Or even the Conference League.
We'll win Europa League this year, mate. Easy.
Yeah. Okay.
I've already booked my flights.
Yeah.
Get me there. Budapest. Get me there.
Budapest, yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, I wouldn't bother booking any time off if I was you.
Yeah.
Or we done a side one where you can take the misses as well. So it's like, oh yeah, look.
Yeah. You're not getting there, and it's Manchester United versus Roma. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
No.
I watched about 6 minutes of highlights of your game, and I thought you looked pretty good. To be honest, it pains me to say, especially when I watched what we did against Seville, and I saw what you lot did against Seville, and it was poles apart. I thought, fucking hell. But obviously, it is only pre-season for good and for bad. But I think if you're winning games like that, it can only take confidence into the first game, can't it?
Yeah.
As you said, you pumped Chelsea 4-0. You've now done Seville 6-0. Jesus is scoring at least 2 every time he comes on the pitch.
Well, I think it was when he played 5 games and he got 6-7 goals. I think.
There you go. Games. So it can only be. There's no harm in it, is it?
No. And I think, I just think we were good. I couldn't fault the performance in any way, really.
Plus, you're playing at home. That helps.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had a game at home yet. We're too busy hosting Lady Gaga concerts and.
Yeah, was that not odd? Cover the pitch up.
It used to be at COVID, didn't it? It was going to be before, then they had to reschedule it because of COVID.
Does your pitch comes out? Does it?
Oh yeah, there's another pitch that comes on.
Yeah,
top.
I think is that not odd to cover the pitch up for a couple of days, a week before the kickoff, or start of the season, because
they know what they're doing. But yeah, we've not played one home game this pre-season because of all what's been going. Like I said, we've had Lady Gaga, then we've had Guns N' Roses. I think we had them as well. So we've had all concerts.
Get that transfer money in, mate.
Well, you'd think so, but there'd be a reason why we can't. I'm still waiting for us to spend some of this 150 million. I think we're still sitting on about a 55 million net spend, or 48 million, 51 million euros, whatever. But it's still around the 50 million mark. So you think, where's all the money going? People say, there's still time to spend it, but Giuseppe, did I go to Lady Gaga? I did, mate. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I bought a box seat and everything. Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Can't imagine the specimens running around there. But that seems to be the priority for the. Don't worry about the transfer window. We just Lady Gaga, and that seems to be the
Yeah,
mindset of Daniel Levy at the moment. It's like when the NFL did a game, the fucking fighter jets tearing around and all that. A Spurs home game, we'll probably get like paper aeroplanes or them City used to build from the market and put together. I mean, all that for the stadium.
there's a special grass cutting robots. Always red.
Cows.
The
Yeah,
grass
the
is
pitch would be immaculate. I said we got that sliding pitch comes
okay.
out. So for NFL or a concert, the sliding pitch will come out. They'll jump around on that, back in, and then the football pitch is there.
Yeah, most of them
For now, give it a couple of years, and Levy will be saying, "Well, I tell you what, we're bringing the football pitch out for the concert, and we'll keep the NFL pitch sweet for when they want to come over twice a year."
Yeah. It's like what's that though, isn't it? Their pitches now like snooker tables, aren't they? Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm looking forward to the season starting now. Really, you want to when you play like that, you want the season to start the day after, you know.
Yeah.
But I think Palace will be a tough game.
Excuse me. So moving on to Palace, Friday night. You're up first.
Yeah, I think that fucking worries me and all. Friday night, I don't like.
That's going to be the big test, isn't it?
I don't like Friday nights. Yeah, I think. So from what I've heard, Palace have had a good pre-season. All they've signed some good players.
As Chris says, can you lot do it against Vieira's Palace on a Friday night?
Well, yeah. So if we play like we did, if we start like we did against Seville, we'll win. They just won't be able to live with us. But doing it in front of the Emirates at 12 o'clock on a Saturday when it's nice and sunny compared to a Friday night in front of the old Palace Ultras could be a different story, couldn't it?
That's it.
I think in first 11 will be exactly the same. I wouldn't think he'd make any changes unless we get an injury. That'd be the team he goes with. And yeah, I can't see Smith Rowe was injured again.
I think it's for you now. It's with Richarlison, isn't it? Not Richarlison. Jesus. If he gets injured, you're like, whoa.
We've got Big Eddie, mate.
Fuck Eddie.
But no, I think I see someone like Balogun's going out on loan. I said it from the start. I think we need another one in there. We're a bit light. Two's not enough.
Well, 1.5.
Well, yeah. I don't think it's enough. Also, see they reckon Torreira's going. So
that's a big loss, isn't it?
Now he's going. They're going to try and look for another midfielder. Again, I can't see that.
We got a couple if you want them.
Yeah.
And Dombele, Winks. That's their take pick.
Yeah.
So.
But I can't see a signing unless Tillemans. Well, they keep saying Tillemans, but no one's.
I think that's going to be a late one for someone. I think.
Yeah, I
think one of us two will probably make a move, or would he go like Newcastle and chase a pound note? Because they keep saying Newcastle putting bids for James Maddison.
Well, yeah, didn't they up it today to 50 million? I see.
Yeah.
But
I don't think he's going to go there by any stretch of imagination. But
I wouldn't write that off.
I don't think he'll go there.
They've got the money.
What will happen though? Once someone knows what they'll accept, then one of the bigger boys, hopefully us, will go in and go, okay, we'll give you that as well. And then it should be a formality, in it, a fait accompli.
All this Cucurella stuff, I think that's just to flush City out, isn't it?
I don't know.
He's going to Chelsea now. 50 million. I think they're just doing it just to because Chelsea don't need him. They've got Chilwell. They've still got Alonso.
Yeah, more than one though. Yeah, I know, but I think they might let him go, won't they, Alonso?
Yeah, Alonso. But do you want a 50 million left back to come?
It's Chelsea. It doesn't matter, does it? Let's be honest. Yeah. They've got a £71 million goalkeeper who can't get a game.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Don't matter to them, does it?
But yeah, that's
a £100 million striker on a bench most of last year.
That stinks of get the word out there and get Man City to cave, whether they will or not. But that stinks of that. But Maddison, I can see Maddison at Newcastle. I can see that one. I
can't. Why would you go there? Oh, sorry.
Well, it's because they're what's the name, aren't they? They're going to be a team. They're an up and coming team, aren't they? Really. Let's be honest.
But I think for Maddison to go there, I think is
someone's got to start the ball rolling, haven't they?
I can't see him going there. I think for him to go there, that's crazy for him.
I think Giuseppe's right. If Palace do beat us, it'd be Arteta out. It'd be trending by the end of the game. I know that.
Well, this is it, isn't it? That's my next question. Well, what's happening if you lose it? I know straight away I'll be on Arsenal Fan TV with a popcorn hat.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's my Friday night sorted. A Corona and a AFTV. Especially after what I've had to suffer from yourself and on Twitter over the last weekend. Especially looking at our account, do you know what I mean? Where you've got Spurs and Arsenal fans on it. It's like, I think the Arsenal celebrations have been more than the Lionesses, to be honest. Going to win this, win that. Definite top four this year. Don't think anyone's going to stop us. Blah, blah, blah. Arteta is this and that. Is cooking.
He is cooking, isn't he? I think he's a better chef than Paratici.
Oh, that ain't hard. I'm probably a better chef than Paratici, to be honest, at the moment.
I don't think that. But
Paratici's got no gas. I think he's run out of oil or something because he's got nothing. There's nothing in the frying pan from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, well, yeah, but no, I can't. To be honest,
I can see a draw. If I'm honest.
But we played them last year and they beat us or drew with us, didn't they? Yeah, beat us and drew with us. So
I think
again, if we want to improve on last season, straight away we've got to win that game. They took 4 points off us last year.
I know.
So we've got you think you can't drop 5 points to Crystal Palace and think you're going to do anything. So straight away, bosh, if we win that's already an improvement, if you get what I mean. It's already...
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they've got to now play without Gallagher. They had Gallagher last year, then now he's gone. I wonder if he ends up going back there towards the end of the season on loan again. Yeah, I think if I'm part of the Chelsea hierarchy, and I'm thinking, is he really going to get any game time? Probably not. Okay, we'll whack him on loan again. It'd be far better. That'd be far more useful for them than him just sitting on a bench for a year.
Yeah, but I think he's got more better than Mount, to be honest. I think
I can't stand man. I think it's overrated. Yeah, Chris can only cook Italian. This is it. This Paratici gets stuck. Oh fuck! I'll go fucking back to Italy and get someone. I mean, he did it. He pulled 2 rabbits out of the hat in January, but he can't be. Oh, we'll just do that every time. Do you know what I mean? There's not that many top players who want to let him go at the last minute.
Yeah.
Like going back to him, I can see a draw. I think the atmosphere there, it'll be rocking. Obviously,
if it was at
night game, home, they'll all be tagged up. If it was at
home, I'd be very confident. Being away, I don't like being away on a Friday night, but they're the games you've got to win now. There's no fucking more excuses. You've got to win them.
I can't see that. Don't get me wrong. If you win that, it's a good statement. But I think that game will show sort of where you're at. Really, is all this a pipe dream or is it reality that actually are you going to be a force this year? Because if you turn up to get Palace and get turned over 2-3-0, then not only am I going to laugh my bollocks off, but it'll just prove that you're just good in pre-season at home.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is the one. This is the. I quite like it. A good test as well. It's a bit. I remember when we played Fulham first game of the season a couple of seasons ago, and we beat them 3-1, whatever it was. So William turned up for that one. We looked fucking shit up.
That was the only game he turned up for, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was Ramsey goal and all that, and then everyone was like, "Oh,
you got three assists. You got
we're going to do this. We're going to do that." And then by the end of the season,
yeah, but yeah. So this is a nice. I quite like it, as in this is a nice test of what's going to happen. It
could be a great night. Could be a good laugh. Because it's got you lot fold on a night game. You lot fold.
I'm quite
night
confident.
Games are not your thing.
We're gonna start by half time, 2-0 up.
You reckon? I mean, you got. You look at how you was the other day, and you think, okay, that's possible.
Do we want to talk about the call I made against Seville? And you laughed.
Go on then. Go on then.
4-0, and we're going to send a shockwave through the Premier League. You
I don't
laughed.
think you sent a shockwave through the league, but yeah,
we're going to send a shockwave through Europe. Probably Europe. If you can hang about, they're back. And now, what, 6? Woo! 4 in 20 minutes. Woo-hoo-hoo!
I don't know about shockwave through the league. Well, listen, I can't knock the result. Do you know what I mean? But I said there's crunch time now.
Yeah, no, yeah.
This is where you historically go. And
Friday night. Yeah.
Friday night.
I think that's why they put us on Friday night.
Yeah, because they know to start the season off, have a good laugh.
Yeah, if it was a Saturday, 3:00, they know we'd smash them. But they put them on Friday night because they might get.
Yeah. Plus, I think Arsenal Fan TV probably requested a Friday night game as well because once you all get tonked, the money coming in from the views will be astronomical. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another holiday in the bag.
In the heat.
So what score are you going for? Come on, put your money where your mouth is.
2-0 because I always think sort of the first 3 or 4 games of the season you got to get it done in the first half because the second half every team towels off, don't they? Because they get tired.
That's what subs are for.
Well, yeah, make a difference with the 5 subs in here, but it's a nice, comfortable 2-0 start the season nicely.
Okay, Harry goes 2-0. We've got Southampton home. On paper, you could home. On paper, you think that's a perfect game to start the season off. Yeah, last season at home, they took 3 points off us. And I said the worrying thing for me is the way we're playing. I think we'll beat them, but I think it might be a bit of a slugfest.
What's going to be his starting 11? I'm seeing all sorts.
Well, he's only got. I think the Perisic will start. Yeah, Loris in goal. Perisic on the left. I'd go for Doherty on the right. Romero, Dyer, and hopefully Longley. I think it will be.
Ben Davis out, yeah.
Yeah, he's out. I think it will be the midfield 2. I'm not so sure. I think it'll be Højbjerg and one of Bentancur or Basuma. I think at home I'd like to see Bentancur and Basuma play because they can both get forward and get back, and they've both got a bit of a pass on them because we should be playing. We got to be going for it a little bit at home, and then you got your front 3, which picked herself.
Yeah, but I've seen a few interesting things today. I'm seeing Kulusevski to be the right wing back.
I've heard all this sort of stuff. I don't know.
Put him right wing back so we can fit Richarlison in. But I said, well, if you're going to do, you might as well put Richarlison in goal and then you can fit another person in.
Here we go. We got a Gooner. Look. He's one in. Hey, one's turned up.
See, he's ready.
Hello,
to
mate. 2 more signings. Gooners will be rocking.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
We've got our first Gooner in. Yeah, I think it's going to be an hard graft. I think they ain't going to come out and have a go at us. They're not that stupid.
What have they done in the window? They've not really done much, have they?
I don't even know. I don't keep track. I think Hasenhüttl on his last legs, though.
They've lost Broder, haven't they?
Yeah. They've still got James Ward-Prowse, so you don't want to give away any sort of free kicks. Because that's the sort of thing that'll happen. They'll score one of them and then put fucking 3 centre-backs on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then shut the game out. No, full well we can't break them down. But I think 1-0 Spurs. I think it'll be a rough fucking. Thank fuck. If there is, it'll be the whole cliche be the result that matters rolling out.
Do you not have a good record against them though? I remember when you done them like 6-0 a couple of seasons back, or 18 months ago, when Kane got a hat trick and Son got a hat trick.
We beat them 6-2 at their place. That was in Mourinho's day. Mourinho ball, as they say. But
yeah, I can't see.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be have to grind out a 1-0 win. I wouldn't be
Was it
surprised if it's a penalty or something. I can't see it being an open game. Huh?
Saturday afternoon,
Yeah.
3:00.
It's our first 3:00 game, if I remember correctly, since December 2019.
I mean, we were like that last year. It was about 6 years since we last had a 3:00.
Yeah,
3:00
that's
on
what
a
happened.
Saturday.
We play Thursday nights, mate.
Well, yeah, but no, I don't know. I think you'll win. I think you'll win quite comfortably, 3-1. I don't think Southampton are all that, are they?
They're not. Don't get me wrong. It's not. I'm not worried about them. I'm thinking about what are we going to do?
You think
Because we only can play one way, and we have to wait for the team to come out to us. If they don't do that, we're fucked. We're like, okay, then we sort of got to grind them down a bit. Then when you look at what have we got to grind them down? Because no point in Kane going to drop deep because they're already sitting deep, so there's no space in behind. You look at the fullback, you think, okay, well, maybe we see something out of Perisic, hopefully, but down the right, it's a bit of a lost cause. Maybe Dockett will pull out something, but other than that, if you're Southampton, you're going to think, okay, we just sit in there and keep it tight. And if they come away with a draw, they're happy. Good start to the season for them, not turn up and get pumped.
Yeah, I think but no,
I just can't call it. I can't call it, to be honest. I think we will win, but I don't think it's going to be as convincing as a lot of Spurs fans think it is, just because all of a sudden the season's going to start and we're going to roll up and beat them 5-0. I'd be very surprised at that. I'd love to be wrong, but it's not Norwich. You know what I mean? They don't want to start the season getting battered. A lot has to go in our favour for them.
They've got a battering in them, though, haven't they? They've lost 10.
Well, yeah, they've had a few 9-0 pumpings, haven't they? But I don't think it's in our. If we had sort of a creative player or top fullbacks, I can say, you know, okay, we can pick them apart. We got the tools to pull them apart, but we don't. As it stands, our whole sort of attack is based on Kane dropping deep and getting in behind, but they're not. I know they don't defend very well, but I'd be amazed if they come out and play a high line, because that's just fucking suicide.
Yeah,
because you know full well what's coming.
What they're starting.
What I can tell you is that I can tell you what the subs will be. It will be Sessegnon, Royal, one of the midfielders, Lucas, and maybe Richarlison, because that's all we've got to come on.
Yeah.
We can't even exploit the 5 sub rule. We struggled last season. We couldn't even make 3 subs in the game.
Well, I don't think we'll be making 5. We've got fucking 5 players to bring on, I don't think.
I don't see the point in playing Kulusevski at right wing back.
Yeah,
because we're going to have the ball, so you want him up there. He's not going to be able to break with that.
Just
to put Richarlison in. He's not done it in pre-season. Why do it now? Do you know what I mean? If you're going to do that, you do that. That's what pre-season's for. Okay, we're going to try that.
But you can't move. It's like moving Kane into defensive midfield just to get another striker in. What's the point?
Oh yeah, Richarlison's suspended anyway, as Chris.
You're losing all of his.
So we've only got a reserve. So okay, Richarlison won't be coming on. So you think about that first game of the season. The only attacking sub we've got is Lucas Moura. I mean, that ain't going to put that ain't going to put the fear of God into anyone, because Richarlison wanted to run around with flair in the last game for Everton, didn't he, and throw out at the fans.
Yeah. I think we might.
Well, we're going to repackage Lucas Moura as the thing has been saying into a right wing back, which is. Most teams go out and buy these positions. What we do, we try and get a player, and we can mould him into a bit of a fullback. I think just because Conte pulled it out once. Do you know what I mean? Fucking joke.
Yeah, now you're convincing me you're not going to win now, and I'm getting my hopes up.
I could tell you now, you're not convincing me that you're going to win.
Well, we are going to win.
I just can't see it. I just can't see it. I cannot see it. I mean, matey boy ears reckon you're going to win 3-1.
Yeah.
So he's clearly been on the cans tonight.
Raven totally 2-0. I said.
Raven mad. Here we go. Look.
Wee. That's what I like to see. Is he wrong? No. Stephen knows that comfortable win for Arsenal.
Steve's been on the tins. I can't see it. If it was at home, I'd say yeah, But the fact you're away and you always crumble away on a Friday night, let's be honest, you can't do a Friday night anywhere.
Yeah, there was a mad stat. I see Monday Night Football. We haven't won in about 20 years or something.
Yeah, you don't do well on that either.
Here's the night game. We don't like the floodlights. It's too bright for us.
Yeah. Players get headaches on the light, yeah?
Yeah.
Steve, I can't see it, mate. I think they will crumble because it's Friday night. Palace will be rocking. That will be absolutely rocking. And when you lot play against them atmospheres, typically you fall apart. Maybe the introduction of Richarlison and Zinchenko helps that, potentially, because they're used to playing in high pressure games. I mean, I keep calling Richarlison Jesus. See, I wish you fucking bought him. We bought the wrong Ukrainian 20 odd years ago, and now we're buying the wrong fucking Brazilian. Do you know what I mean?
When Jesus, he'd be in them position, mate, he'd be sniffing them out. He'd be sniffing them.
See the Spuds on a Thursday night, trophyless club. Well, I can't argue that, but you're still playing Thursday nights, mate. As I said, what's Jesus like on a Thursday night? He's not used to playing that, nor is Zinchenko. Like, what the fuck's his Thursday night's date night with the missus? Now I've got to go and play football in Kazakhstan or something.
Jesus would be resting at home while Eddie's banging in hat tricks left, right, and centre.
When's the draw for Europe? I don't even. That's got to be soon, isn't it?
Normally the first week, isn't it? First
something like that.
Weeks,
the draw will start about 10 o'clock in the morning, and then the first ball will come out about 5:30.
Yeah, you'd have Fat Ronaldo doing a ballet or something to get you're excited. Yeah.
So you got 2-0. I'm going for 1-0. We've had a 3-1 Arsenal twice from a Spurs fan and a Gooner. Giuseppe, I think, said 1-0 or 2-1, which I agree with.
Giuseppe said 1-0 Palace and all. So he's
1-0 Palace, yeah.
He's obviously
think that could be like that. A little smash and grab.
I can't see any team keeping a clean sheet against us this year, mate, to be honest. not with the striking power we've got now.
Have you signed some proper defenders then that I've missed?
That interchange we've got up front now. Jesus.
What, Eddie and fucking... Oh, Martinelli. I've always said I like Martinelli.
Martinelli, Odegaard.
I think if you stick with that system, I think he'll be the biggest beneficiary of that.
He looked
be back Man City next year.
He was shooting from everywhere and just couldn't seem to score, but he got 2 assists.
I've always liked him. I've always thought he's a good player. When he used to be in the Carling Cup teams, you used to look at him and go, that bloke's can finish. He knows where the net is, that boy.
Yeah, so I've said a couple of on our first episode, and I said, problem with him now, he's got to do it now. A lot of people.
Well, if you play that system, then that's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, but a lot of people, like I think Rio Ferdinand said, he was one of the best players he's seen coming through. I see, like Jesus has said, like when they talk about him, he's an animal, he's a beast. A lot of people, he don't stop running, he don't stop his finisher.
Yeah, he's a machine. He does. But yeah, he's a good finisher. I said when I used to watch.
A lot of people say it, but he's now got to do it. He's never got more than.
I'll be honest. I wish our academy brought in players and brought players like that, or through our youth system, buying them. But we don't do nothing like that.
Whereas someone like Saka,
we're still waiting for Troy Parrott to mature.
Well, yeah. I thought he was going to be the next best thing. I thought he was the next.
Yeah, well, so did I. But Dane Scarlett's only 18, but no, at least he's gone out on loan.
Well, yeah. Yeah, so we got, but yeah, no, but yeah, I do like the Palace game. It's a chance to prove something. As you say, a lot of people will be thinking along the same lines as you. Don't turn up on a Friday night. Don't like under the lights games. Can they do it an away game at a ground like Palace? I think it's the perfect opportunity to sort of shut everyone up. It's the perfect
thing to prove everyone right or prove everyone wrong, isn't it?
So look, as you say, is it going to be? Are we destined for better things, or is it just the same old, same old? I think this game will go away a long way to proving. To obviously proving what's going to happen.
So what do you think will happen if there's a loss? What's going to be the reaction like? Is it going to go? Are they going to go bananas?
Oh yeah, it'd be Arteta out, and then it would be when you actually look at the transfer window, we haven't actually done anything that drastic to improve the starting 11, and it'll be all of that. You know, it always is.
Yeah, but you've been spending money for a good few years now, and it's 100 million plus every year.
Yeah, last
Do you reckon you'll get any more in?
From what I've seen, it's going to be out now. So Leno's going to Fulham.
That's
8 million.
done, I think 8 million, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, 8 million. Torreira to Galatasaray. Maybe an Italian club might try and jump in, but that looks like it's done. Balogun out on loan to France. We got rid of the who was the left back? Tavares. He's gone to Marseille on loan. So now they're getting a few out. I think from what I've seen, they've said they're willing to do something, but only if the right player comes available. I think they're looking at attacking mid, to be honest, like a winger, which surprised me.
Pepe, mate. What do you want?
Well, I think that's a position where we've got enough in. We've got Saka, Pepe, Martinelli. We've got Smith Rowe can play there. They signed that Marquinhos from Brazil. Obviously, he's just a kid. But
it's all or nothing, isn't it? Thursday night. Is that this week?
Yeah, the fourth, isn't it? Fourth, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I did because a lot of people were taking a piss that it's getting released on a Thursday. I didn't know. I think that's a bit of Amazon taking a piss, I think.
Well, I know they get the Arsenal fans watching. They used to watch it on Thursday, isn't it? That's how you get your viewers. There's no point putting it on a Wednesday night. They're not used to watching it football on anything Arsenal on a Wednesday. That's normally where they're going out or something. That's probably the day they go to Tesco, take their missus out for a bit of dinner. They guarantee you'll watch it on a Thursday. That's why Sky put the North London derby on a Thursday. That's for your benefit, not ours.
A few. We've got the fourth game we've got Villa, or fifth game Villa has been moved to a Wednesday evening. What fucking that about?
I don't know. Here we go. Look at this, man. Look, the draw does not matter for Spuds in the Champions League. It will not be in it long enough. All right, mate. I'm sure when we've been in it, we've got better than you have got. Do you know what I mean? I think when we first went in 2010, you hadn't got past the second round by the time we went back in it again years later. That was the furthest we got in the quarterfinal, which was further than you'd ever got in it before that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I can't wait to see your group. I think you might struggle to get out of the group. I think I agree with that. You're in pot 2, yeah?
Yeah. So you're going to get at least one biggie, but you don't know, do you? I want a hard group. I think they're the best groups. Yeah, get them in. Because like you used to always get, for some reason you was always seeded, even though you never fucking won the league. And then you'd get, you'd piss your group or you'd be clear, fuck it up at the end, get second place, and then get Barcelona or Bayern Munich and get battered. Well, as soon as you come out of the group, whoever you got rumped.
No matter what, we've won the group and got Barcelona. We've come second in the group and got Barcelona. It's just...
Yeah. But I'm saying every time, as soon as you got out of the group and played anyone decent, you got battered. And it was see you later, off you go.
Only the later years. Only the later years, mate.
Yeah, well, you peak on re-squad and all that that side, but after sort of the final, when you got to the final, it was you never got anywhere near it again.
That was the beginning of the end. That was, mate.
And then after, like I said, and as soon as you got out of the group, you got battered. Teams were in the draw hoping to get Arsenal.
No.
Yeah, because they felt we're never going to pump these lot, mate.
No one, only Bayern over that.
So for me, I'm happy to have a hard group because I think that sets you up for the rest of the tournament. Because if you have an easy group, then let's be honest, we're not the most experienced in the Champions League anyway. We're a bit more experienced than you are lately, but to then play like teams like fucking Nicosia or whoever, do you know what I mean? These shitty teams that are in it, and then you're going to come out and then get one of the big boys. It can be a big shock. I think if you played a couple of big games in the group, sets you up nicely.
You couldn't even beat Lucas Moura's team last year, could you?
What a load of shit. But that's why you're in the group. That's why you're in the Champions League, innit? Because you got to beat the best. You want to win it, you got to beat them some point.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So we'll tell you what that feels like. Yeah.
Well, the third seed will be Dortmund. They're pot 3, so you'll get them. That's it.
We've got a good history against them. We beat them every time we play them.
No
We beat them
harm.
home and away. We beat them home and away when we had them in the group, and we beat them home and away when we had them in the first round when we on the route to the final.
I think we were the first British side to beat Dortmund in Dortmund.
Yeah,
so.
but you'd already lost the leg, didn't you? Didn't they already
No,
done
no. I know it was in our group once, wasn't it? We beat them.
Was it in your group? Yeah.
Yeah, we beat them both.
I remember that. No, that was the Munich, innit? We was the first team to win away in Munich, but on aggregate it was about 9-1, so they give a shit.
First team to beat Munich, yeah. First team to beat Madrid first team to beat Real Madrid in Madrid.
That was in your peak days.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was fucking good days.
Right, before we wrap up, the fan base this week, have you seen or heard any crackers? Any sort of thing that make you go, oh fucking hell?
Well, other than we're gonna win the league by January and stupid stuff like that, it's all been a bit upbeat this week. It's a bit concerning, really, because I'm not used to it. I'm more concerned about your fans, mate. I'm seeing Kulu at right wing back. I'm seeing fucking Kane playing in the 10 and all this sort of. I don't know what's going on.
Spuds bought their DVD out for the Glasgow Rangers. No, we're too busy making the one for the 3-0 at White Hart Lane that when we battered you, mate. Once that's done, then we're starting the Rangers one and our top 4, our Champions League celebration DVD. What one you bringing out? What one you bringing out? We nearly got there.
We're bringing out the Europa League winners one this year, mate.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember you telling me that a couple of years ago. Where was the one where you got run by Chelsea and that? Where was that again? Like some ground where you had to get a plane there, then a boat, and then get to the ground by horse.
In Baku.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the cracker one for me, I heard it today actually. I was listening to a show this morning, and they're talking about the Roma and Spurs game, and it was battering Mourinho. We're so glad we ain't got him anymore. Football shit. Blah 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 blah. And I'm scratching my head, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute. Mourinho put in place the Son and Kane sort of partnership, got Kane to drop deep and all that. Conte's whole reign has been built on that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So the manager who's a god to these people and can't do no wrong is now using the same tactics as the previous manager. I mean, a lot of our fans hate Jose because he's Jose, but with no sort of objectivity to it at all. And when you think about it, Jose had to tried to get a tune out of Ndombele, Lo Celso, Dele Alli, Winks, he had Sissoko, and you look at who Conte's had, and he's fucked them all. And the people were slating Jose for not playing Ndombele, not playing Dele Alli, yet Conte's come in and fucked them straight out the door. But Mourinho's a dinosaur, and Conte's a god. So I'm like, am I missing something? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Mourinho had his faults, don't get me wrong, but you think, hang on a minute. And to be honest, the football under Mourinho at times was a lot better. Yes, we beat City home and away this season, but only one was under Conte, but we got battered in that game and managed to nick it and drew with Liverpool. But again, we got pummeled, especially away. But then I remember the Mourinho like going to Man United and beating them 6-1, beating City 2-0 at home, going on a right winning streak, being top of the league in December and then fucking it up. But I'm thinking, like, can you not take the emotion out of how you hate the man and just look at it objectively and go, hang on a minute, what's been the difference? And for me, Conte's had better options and more support than what Jose got.
Able to sign the players he wants to sign.
Yeah, Jose wanted Skriniar, he gets fucking Joe Rodon, who then don't get a game for Mourinho, never get a game for Mason, don't get a game for Nuno, and then don't get a game for Conte.
Yeah, I did see it was quite funny when I was there. The 8 players you'd signed under Mourinho, only 2 are left. All the rest have been at the door.
Yeah, because he didn't want him in the first place.
Well,
he didn't want Bale. Yeah, he wanted Højbjerg. He wanted Joe Hart because he's a character and all that. He did. I mean, he got backed. Carlos Vinicius on the last day of the window for £3 million for £3 million loan fee. Do you know what I mean? The wonders why we don't play him because he didn't want him.
When he scored against the Sunday League team.
Yeah, giving it all that. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's not even. Yeah, I just think our fans. Sometimes I just wonder. I scratch my head sometimes, thinking, what are you lot on? And the problem is, these are the ones that control the narrative amongst Spurs fans. It's like you've got to be positive on Twitter. It seems like if you're positive on Twitter, everything will be all right. If you don't say Emerson's shit on Twitter and you go just tell you nice things about him, all of a sudden you just wake up and turn into a right wing back. Well, I've got news for you, it ain't going to happen. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's the opposite.
I'm a good person because I'm positive on Twitter, when actually you can just be objective and say reality. Who's this? He's giving it large again. Look. What's he saying?
Oh dear, listen to the Spuds. Pitiful to listen to. Get the trophies and then give it large night.
Mate, I listened to all season, mate, last year, all this moaning. That's why Arsenal Fan TV is what it is, because it's based on you lot getting pumped.
Well, that's what I was about to say. The difference in your fan, you try and be positive. Ours is the biggest accounts are only the negative ones.
Yeah.
So you've got to be negative about what's going on. You can't be positive. You can win 5 games in a row. As soon as you lose one, it's manager out.
I love it.
What's Giuseppe said? He said, "Harry, do you think Arsenal are on the same level as City?" No, I don't think no one's on the same level as them two yet, are they?
Fucking hell, is it?
I think they're. I think if anyone wants to overtake City, they've got to wait for Pep to go. To be honest.
Well, I quickly popped into Sava's show earlier, doing a little phone-in thing where everyone can join in. And he was like, "Do you think we've got a chance of catching City Liverpool? Not a chance. If anything, we're going to get lapped by them. They're going to come back round and pass us again. Do you know what I mean? As they do with everyone else."
I think maybe someone might get a bit closer than the 25 points they were away from last year, but I don't think
might get 24.
Yeah, well, I don't think anyone's going to get anywhere near them. Really.
I've got to give it to Matey Boy. Yeah, he's turned up and he's give it large. So fair play. At least the one's turned up. It took 3 weeks for one of you lot to turn up.
We have fans saying we're better than Liverpool. I don't know what they've been watching, but
yeah, no do I.
They've been watching reruns from 2005, have they?
Yeah, this is it, isn't it? We have fans, so because we've bought certain players, they must be good, and because it's Tottenham, like you can still love the club, but be realistic, because reality is going to bite at some point. When that final whistle goes and that ball's kicked, reality will bite when you're getting pumped or Salah's running through you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
well, that's
all the positive spin in it you like, but reality will come down, crashing down on you at some point.
Yeah,
as you lot will find out on Friday night, especially Matey Boy here giving it large.
I was just about to say to you, I can't wait to clip this up where you think you'll definitely win, but just don't know by how many.
Well, I love to be wrong. That's the thing about me. I want to be wrong. Prove me wrong. Yeah. Tottenham, go out and prove me wrong. Daniel Levy, Paratici, go out and prove me wrong. And I've said for years, I got humble pie in the freezer. Yeah. I can't wait for to come out and eat it. But at the moment, there's no fear of that coming out. It's going to stay in the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no fear of that coming out anytime soon. I love to be wrong. But unfortunately, when it comes to Spurs, quite often I'm right because I can just see it coming.
Well, the same pattern repeats itself, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just like Matey Boy is going to see the same pattern on Friday night.
This is a whole different pattern, mate. We're
Raven, make sure you're in here on when's our next show? Probably Monday, innit? After the weekend. Make sure you're in here Monday night, mate, and then we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the Palace game then. Make sure you're here, boy.
He'll be here.
Bring a couple of mates if you can as well.
He'll be here 15 minutes early, mate, because he knows what a great win is going to be.
Okay, yeah.
He'll have the flag out ready.
Yeah, this was true, innit? You said Arsenal finished third.
Third. I think that Chelsea. I think they'll be hard to score against Chelsea.
You've been on the can tonight.
They've been good. They've been good. Some good players. They've signed some good defensive players, but I don't see where they're going to score. They reckon Werner's going and all, don't they? Back to Leipzig.
They didn't score much anyway. Listen, the thing is with Chelsea, as you and I both know, wherever the problem is, they'll just drop money on it.
Well, yeah, to a point, but now I think they're under this new
Yeah,
wealth management.
they've not bought crap, have they? Let's be honest.
No, I agree. But everyone else they seem to be going for wants to go somewhere else. I mean, it's a worry for them.
Oh, it's Barcelona, isn't it?
Well, yeah, well.
Barcelona have mortgaged the fucking cutlery, the selling their TV rights for the next 50 years.
The director, the owner sold his daughter and off, and
yeah, do you know what I mean?
a couple of million, yeah.
Car park spaces, a lot. And then they'll have an election, and then the next president will come in, and then it's like, hang on a minute, I don't want to do any of that, and then it'll all be fucking all up in the air.
Yeah, that's for what they're doing is not what's
mad, isn't it? It's mad, but that's Spanish league. They do whatever they like them to, don't they?
They can't keep doing it because it's all going to fall down around by their heads, isn't it? Eventually.
Yeah. Right. On that note, I think we should call it a night, son.
Call it a night.
Thank you to everyone who's been in so far, all 4 of you. Gooner finally turned up, so Harry got a bit company. That's a positive. Try and find some more. Only one. Yeah, a quick one from Giuseppe. Who is fourth?
I think Tottenham get fourth.
What, us fourth and you third? Fucking hell.
I think Chelsea drop out.
Right, I'm definitely clipping this, mate. I'm definitely clipping this.
There's something not right at that club. But Conte's a good manager, so you're always going to get in and around fourth. I don't think your season's going to be too different to what points did you get last year?
I think it's 70 something. I think 76 something. Yeah. I think 79. I think
3 or 4 points either way.
69. I think it was 69. I think Chelsea got 71.
You'll be in that range, 3 or 4 points.
Look, I'll take. If you offer me fourth now, I'll take it because I think that's where our team is at, and I think we're going to have a fight to stay there. To be honest, obviously you've done well. I still don't think you're done yet. You got Man United. You're not sure what's happening there yet. It's sort of noisy but quiet. You hear a load of stuff, but in terms of sort of what they're going to do, it's very quiet.
If they keep Ronaldo, I think it's a.
Whenever you got him, you've always got a chance. Let's be honest.
No, I think they're asking for trouble. I mean, he's not.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all.
I wouldn't say he's a bad egg, but if you don't want to be there, you don't want to be there, does he?
I think the problem with Ronaldo, his mentality's up there, and the rest of the players are down there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the problem. And if that's being a bad egg, then I'm sorry. I'd rather have that in my dressing room any day of the week. If players can't get up to that level, then what's the point? Do you know what I mean? That's what he is. He's a machine. He's like, and he takes himself so seriously, completely dedicated. I think it's starting to rub off because you hear like Fernandez giving it to a couple of players who just want to be there taking selfies and all that. I cannot take anyone who says they wouldn't have Ronaldo at their club. That is a load of bollocks. Yeah, because even at 38, he is mustard. Yeah, you just got you've got to build your team to suit him and the way he plays. If you're a pressing team, then you don't buy Ronaldo. Let's be honest.
But yeah, the thing I would say about him now, even last year, and sort of answering what Giuseppe's saying is, he's obviously class player. He's obviously one of the best there's ever been. But if you look at him last year, when Man United, he got 18 goals, 20 goals, whatever he got, but you look at everyone else in the team, all their levels dropped. So Rashford didn't score any goals. Sancho didn't score any. I think they're better than that.
That's not his fault, though, is it? That's what I'm saying.
But he's taken, for me, he's sort of, he's taken a position or he's taken the goals away from the team to suit himself. If you get what I mean?
Because the only one that can fucking score them. I mean, Rashford's shit. Let's be honest, Rashford's shit.
Maybe, but who
else they got? Martial was out on loan. I think this is a whole thing. Oh, he's at it again. Look. He's giving it. I'm happy. Do you know what I mean?
Get some more gooners in here. We need some more.
Go and find some mates and come back.
we need some more of this abuse. I like to see
bring the abuse on. I love it. Yeah. We don't win trophies. What can I say? What can't speak can't lie. Where are you playing this year? Where we're playing, and it there. Yeah. You fucking bottle jobs. Yeah. Ronaldo carried United last year. I agree with Giuseppe there.
No, but
whenever he didn't play, they didn't win.
No, yeah, I get that, but was it? He got he got 18 goals, but would the team without him being there have scored more than them 18 goals he got? I say
No,
yeah.
not for me.
I think
Not
they
for
would have.
me.
I
Not
think
for
they'd have
me.
all
Because
chipped
who's
in.
scoring them?
Well,
Who's
I think
scoring them?
Rashford would have
Not
got
Rashford. Rashford couldn't score in a brothel.
Rashford would have got 5 or 6 goals last year without him. Sancho would have got
Rashford is like a Man United Eddie Nketiah.
5 or 6 more. Fernandes, but them two can't play together.
He still took penalties, Fernandes, and fucked them up.
He missing against Arsenal. Even for Portugal, Ronaldo and Fernandes don't play together. There's only one or the other. Or when they were good, they didn't.
But that's the whole point of having a manager who knows how to get the best out of what you got. Because let's be honest, they're two different positions.
But
I think if you've got Ronaldo in your team, you've got half a chance. If you play to his strengths, you don't ask him to press and shit because the man's 38. He ain't going to do it. No 38-year-old's going to start pressing.
If you're Man United, you can't afford that luxury. Someone
That's the only luxury they've got. Because who else they've got?
Someone like City can, but Man United, when you got Fred and McTominay, you got McFred in the middle, you can't afford to not have another player not pressing.
Then don't have Ronaldo.
So I think,
Ronaldo. But what I'm saying is this whole notion that Ronaldo's the problem at United, I find bizarre. For me, he's the only thing that keeps him going because his levels up there. That's all. The only problem is all this bad egg bollocks and he's causing problems because he wants to bring the players up. He's like, fucking, you lot sort your life out. Do you know what I mean? He's away on the treadmill in his spare time. He's not want to take pictures.
No, I see what you're saying. He's obviously class.
He's old school mentality. He's a winner. At the end of the day, he's a winner. None of them are winners.
I think you look at the biggest tell.
I'd love him at Tottenham. I'd have him tomorrow, any day of the week.
Well, I think the biggest tell with him now, I'd say, is he's made it public that he wants out. Who's gone in for him? Juve don't want him.
Has he actually made it public, or is it just what we hear? That's a problem.
Everyone knows he wants out. Bayern have turned around and said they're not interested. He's not going to go to Barcelona. He's not going to go to Real Madrid. PSG's not going to go there. Who wants him? No one. There's no sort of club out there sort of flirting with him, is there? Saying, "Oh yeah, Ronaldo's a great player. We'd love to have him."
Thing is, Ronaldo's bigger than United now. That's the reality.
But he's also not big enough anymore to get to another top club.
Well, because where's he gonna go? I think City that went. He's not going to go back to Madrid. PSG, I think they're trying to sort of move away from that because they've got too much of that already.
He's not going anywhere near PSG, is he? Got
no, I don't think he would anyway for his own sake. He don't want the money, but he's like, hang on a minute, I ain't going to the French league. Fuck that. Yeah, I'm staying. I'll walk away at the highest level. Do you know what I mean? That's why he's in the Premier League. That's why before he was a Spanish league, he hasn't gone. That's why he's not gone to Saudi Arabia for £2 million a week.
No, yeah,
he's not built that way.
He does want to play, but there's something.
I can't put it up, Chris. I can't. I don't fancy getting sued. Fucking 3 shows in. Do you know what I mean? All the same.
But I don't know. Honestly, I don't think for the money he wants, for the age he's at, for what he actually bring to your team, I don't think many want him.
I'd have him tomorrow.
He'll get you goals.
Just have him in the dressing room. Just have him in the dressing room.
You sacrifice then the team game. As you say, you've got to build your team. Now he's that age, you've got to build your team around him. Are you going to build a team around a 38-year-old? You ain't going to do it, are you?
But this is now. But forget about the age, because being 38 now, fuck me, I'd like to look like that at 21, let alone 38. Yeah? I'm 38 now, I look like a fucking darts player. Yeah.
Father time catches up, doesn't it? You think 5 years ago he would have easily been top goal scorer in the Premier League.
Well, let's be honest. If he weren't for Man United last year, do you know what I mean? He still scored 17 goals when the highest was what, 23? So he weren't that far off. And that's in that Man United team that was all over the place.
But yeah, for me,
what you can do, because like Spurs now, right? We try and keep Kane away from pressing, because as soon as he starts pressing, his ankle's going to go. Yeah, so sort of have the other lot do it. Do you know what I mean? Or we changed the formation in the end, so he didn't have to press so much, and we gave him some support up front. Yeah. When we went to 4-2-3-1, because you can't do it. So you do the same with Ronaldo. But the upside of doing that, obviously, there's a downside of that. I agree. You got to adjust your tactics to suit one player. But the upside of it is you've got Ronaldo on the pitch. I mean, fuck me. Who else? Only people can say that. And you give him one chance out of 2, he's going to put away.
Well, I think what you'll find next season is, one, he won't start the season for United. I think Ten Hag's basically confirmed that. He said he's not at the level required yet, fitness-wise. And two, I think you'll find
I don't buy that either. Maybe match sharpness, but that man just gets up and does like he's got his whole lifestyle to keep him in peak condition.
Yeah. But I think what you'll find is towards the end of the season, after maybe the Premier World Cup, you'll have Ten Hag will drop him more and more. I don't think he wants him at all.
Giuseppe saying talking bollocks. Mate, Giuseppe, I've got to work with this geezer day in, day out. Trust me, I know all about that. Yeah. Listen, if Man United sort that out, then they will be there or thereabouts. I think they'll be firmly up our arse. If you can get the ball into Ronaldo, just say right, stay in the penalty area and do your thing, and get him the supply line. He will be a beast because he's got everything. Let's be honest. He's up in the air like a fucking salmon. I mean, he takes out a newspaper and reads it before the ball's coming, before he's even got up anywhere near him. You know what I mean? On the floor, he's mustard. He's finishing second to none. He's clinical. He's got power still. Do you know what I mean? He's still got it all. The only thing he's lost about is a yard of pace. But he's still quick enough. Do you know what I mean? He ain't exactly turned into a snail. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you get that right. I think you've still got one of the best players in the world. He's still one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I also think that in a Man United team, which you look at it now, it's not actually that good, really. You look at their midfield and front 3 or 4, whatever it's going to be.
I think that's what pissed him off.
Well, no, I agree. I probably has, but to me, in that sort of team, to not have him pressing. To sort of try and build a team around him, I think it's a stupid mistake to them.
Then you adjust your tactics because the upside is you got Ronaldo. I think sometimes pressing is slightly overrated because there is teams that will play through it now. Yeah, so it's not as if everyone who presses automatically wins games, and you end up burning out. You can end up burning out your teams.
That is Ten Hag's style, isn't it? His style is press.
Then buy the players and let Ronaldo go. But I think if you've got Ronaldo in your team. If Ronaldo is still their best player, then they've got to make it work. And until he leaves, he will be their best player because they're not bringing anyone better. And I would have him in my club tomorrow because I think straight away all the serious players will go another 10%.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it raises the level of one.
Exactly, and that's worth it. And so that's without all your commercial shit that you'll get from him. Do you know what I mean?
I think he is one of them. It is coming towards the twilight. He's only got 2 years left, I'd say.
He's going to be like another, but I don't think he will gradually work his way down. I think he will go out on the top, and that's it. Maybe next year. Yeah, like I said, the man's had a few personal problems. Obviously, he lost his baby and that takes a toll. Family and that. He don't need money. Let's be honest. He's never need money ever again in his life. No. But he's built differently. I definitely have him. Yeah, I definitely have him in my club tomorrow. I think Kane would get some more out. Kane will find some more in the tank. So will Son, and you just got a world class player, one of the best players to ever fucking play the game at your club, in terms of mentality and what he actually does on the pitch.
Mentality, yeah. I think what he does on the pitch is slowly dwindling. But for me, he's going to be more of a hindrance than a help for them going forward.
I don't buy that at all. That's for them to deal with. But I think you can never call a player like Ronaldo a hindrance. Sorry. Not for what he offers. I will have to beg to differ on that one. Not for me. A player like that is never a hindrance. It's not like same as like Ibrahimovic. Do you know what I mean? You can play him, and he's still playing now, the cunt. Yeah, and look at what he can do. You still don't want to give him a sniff.
He won the league, didn't he?
That's what I mean. He's the bloke's an animal.
Yeah, no, good. But I think if you look around, I think the biggest tell is people don't want Ronaldo now.
I think it's the people. I think everyone would want him. It's just they can't afford him. That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
You tell me all these smaller clubs, so that as Giuseppe says, like maybe go back to Sporting to finish his career. Teams like that wouldn't love to have a Ronaldo. Of course they will, but it just can't afford him. Because Man United won't take. It's not as if he's going anywhere on a free where he can go wherever he likes and anyone could put an offer in. But I don't know how long he's left. He's got on his contract at United, but say he goes this year, I think I think he's easily got 2 years left at the top level.
He keeps telling, but
Or
he keeps
top-ish
saying
level.
he wants 2 years. He'll only join a Champions League club. He wants to finish at the best, but going to Sporting ain't good. It's just fucking admitting defeat.
Still a
Isn't it, really?
Champions League club, isn't it? But he's still on the Champions League stage.
Oh,
He just
yeah,
wants to be on the stage.
Go out in the group stage.
But then when you got Ronaldo though, that's not you give yourself a better chance, don't you?
Well, he started at Sporting and will finish it either there next year or the year after. No, I agree, but that's what I mean. I don't think in the meantime, I don't think he's going to get any club better than Man United. And even them now, they're what, a 6th place team now, really? Let's be honest, I can't see them doing any more than that.
They're lucky to be 6th. They're 6th because of him in terms of getting them from where without him they'd be even worse.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah,
they're lucky to be 6th. To be honest, if it weren't for him, they'd be even worse. Because you think, where was their goals coming from last year? Because it certainly ain't Rashford.
Well, but again, that's this year. What are they going to do? Because Martial back. Martial, he's only good for 10 goals a season at his best. Rashford's only good for 10 at his best.
That's what I mean.
Who else they got up there? The other one, Sancho. He's been playing the right pre-season, but
Sancho's a winger.
He needs to prove himself. Well, that's been the front three all pre-season, isn't it? It's been Martial, Rashford, Sancho, and they've started basically every game. So that's going to be his front three he goes with.
If he goes with that, then he's got nothing behind it. So it's like the same problem.
For me.
Huh?
That's poor.
Yeah, it's not good for me. It's not Man United as we know. But you think you just throw in Ronaldo, and then you're talking. You got a whole different threat, ain't you? And you think, fucking hell. Just having him on the pitch, people go, oh, yeah. Do you know what I mean? He intimidates the opposition. No one's gonna take him lightly.
But that's what
you saw. I mean, look what he did to us in when we beat Old Trafford, a hat trick, like just bang, 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 fucking everything.
Yeah,
so you just know you cannot take your eye off that man.
But Sancho was poor and Rashford was poor, but Sancho and Bruno were both poor. But for me, they was only poor because Ronaldo was there.
No, I can't have that. I can't have that
because he doesn't fit that what they're playing.
But that's down to the manager to make that work because you got all these players, yeah, and you got Ronaldo. Ronaldo is better than both of them players put together.
Yeah, but he tried to
even
make
at 38.
Yeah, but he tried to make it work, and that's what
Man United were all over the place last year. Let's be honest. That Ragniak, I don't know what was going on.
He tried to make it work, but that's what made them poor.
Pogba and everything else. Yeah, they had all these top players who couldn't get it all together. But for me, Ronaldo, any day of the week. I think a lot of the stuff in the press is just a load of bollocks. There's no way that man. I see people on Talk Sport saying, "Oh, they should get him out of the dressing room." What a load of bollocks! What a load of bollocks!
If you got someone that don't want to be there, do you really want to keep him?
Yeah, has he gone to the dressing room and he's causing problems? No, he's going to the dressing room saying, "You got to sort your life out. So have you. So have you. We should be better than this." Because he's from not only that, he's used to being at Man United that won the league under the Fergie years, so he knows the standards that should be set.
Oh no, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like that's why Henry left you lot. Where's Matey boys? You still here? We talk about this. Raven, or he flew off? Yeah, I think he's flown off.
He's got to find some more juniors to come and get.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, but that's where Henry left you lot because he saw the players that were coming through and he was like, "I ain't putting up with this. I'm used to being up there, winning leagues, and now I'm scraping around 4th." And it got even worse after he left.
I'm playing with Nicholas Bentner.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind Ronaldo. I mean, he's good. I think there's no player that's done more with the talent they've been given. If you know what I mean. So Messi's just so naturally talented. It was just all easy for him. Ronaldo was never.
Messi is naturally talented. Ronaldo was physically gifted, but then still have to work at that.
No, yeah. I mean? I don't think there's been a player that's made sort of trained themselves to be. No. I don't think you'll see anyone else that dedicated ever. Without his mentality, with a normal mentality, he would have been a very good player, sort of an Alexis Sanchez level, maybe a bit less, really. But he just got that mentality that pushed him to that elite
stratosphere.
Level. Yeah.
Because trying to overtake and trying to be better than Messi.
Well, yeah.
Which for me, if I had a choice between the two of their peak in my team, I'd take Ronaldo because I know he can do everything. Yeah, that's just my choice.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's not an argument I want to get into because I think rather than comparing the two, just celebrate the fact you could enjoy the two and watch them both.
Right,
Like
Rio.
you think you get Ronaldo for what he had, for what he turned into. He didn't take up fucking golf or want to be a model or any of this fucking shit. He just pure dedicate to his craft, and he reaped rewards for that. If only more players had that mentality. I mean, Kane's got a good mentality, but he's got his distractions in golf. Bale could have done it. Again, loved the golf course too much and got injured. Rooney, another one.
I also think Kane's actually quite similar to Ronaldo. I think
He is, but I think he has got his distractions. He's making the most of what he's got.
I don't actually think, as a player, I don't think he's got that much ability, but it's just his pure mentality. That train. And
he's made himself better. He's made himself better.
His natural ability, I don't think is anything special, but he's turned.
It is now. But what I'm saying, I get what I'm saying. What he started with compared to what he's got now, he's had to work at it. Yeah. Here we go.
Has he not been listening the whole show?
Clearly he has.
Oh, yeah.
All three of them, yeah. He knows you better. He knows you as well as I do now.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, no, yeah. But as I said, that sort of mentality, you just can't buy that. I think you got to have that in your club. He's a special player. And I think he gets a lot of grief. But people don't realise sort of the other stuff he does for charity, all that sort of thing. Everyone thinks he's a cunt because he's just got that mindset. Do you know what I mean?
I think they will do their bit though, don't they? I think. Yeah. Most of them are
a lot of his stuff goes under the radar. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But I think that's true of a lot of them. I think it's.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's the only one, but he's a special player. I mean, he's a good fella. I personally think. Like I said, he's took himself to stratospheric levels that we'll probably never see again.
No, I think it'll be a long time before we see anything anywhere near the numbers that Messi and Ronaldo put up.
I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
If ever, yeah.
Yeah, because we never saw it before. You had Pele with his 1,000 goals and all that were fucking written down on a bit of paper and all that. And
training and
yes, and all that. But Ronaldo, like them two have been Chris, I can't talk about talent, but I want to talk about Kane and Son and a couple of others in the squad. That's sort of the Spurs talent done, isn't it? Right, I think we'll leave it there.
We're leaving it there. Good stuff.
Yeah. Lads who have watched and commented, thank you very much. Even to the Raven who's now had it way on his toes.
He's flown the nest.
Yeah. Thank you for your continued support.
Thank you, boys.
And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
See you later.
Go on, Arsenal.